Hello, everybody. We'll start in 2 minutes. Make sure to call the voicemail number if you want to say hello. Hit the like button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the chat. 2-minute drill. Oz, it is not in 22 minutes. It is in 2 minutes. Why does it say in 22 minutes? That's strange. Where does it say that? Come back, everybody. Should I yell it louder for Lisa in Colorado? Come back, Lisa! All right, another 30 seconds. Get in that chat room. What are you cleaning, Sarai? Bump the Harry. Bump it now. I feel like this whole stream, the fate of this stream is dependent on the intro song. I can't come in until I got a good song. See if we can find something good here. Ladies and gentlemen, hello! How are you out there? It's your guy, Dave Neal. And hey, shout out to Johanna de la Cruz. First time in a live. Make her feel loved, guys. You've made it to the live. You're big time now, Johanna. Is it Johanna or Johanna? Hey, guess what, folks? I don't have my cell phone with me. I have no cell phone today. Tasha's cell phone needed to be fixed, so I let her take my cell phone so she could get to her job, because you can't drive a car without a cell phone. How are you gonna know where to park? What if you need gas? The whole thing's messed up. But I have made it so that you can still call in voicemails, and I believe I can play them from my laptop. And I am excited to talk to you guys. Let me tell y'all something, and I mean this with gratitude. I am so happy for all of you. Last week was one of the first weeks since January where there was nothing going on in the newsroom. Nothing. I couldn't pay someone to watch one of my videos last week. That's just the way it was. It was the worst performing week since January. But I'm grateful because a year ago, that would have been the best week. So I do appreciate all of you guys. And I have to come to terms that there will be a roller coaster as far as content goes within the show. And some weeks there just isn't much. And the truth is, there just wasn't, we didn't hit that threshold. You know, you ever see surfers, you got to get to the tip of that wave. We just never hit that threshold where YouTube was like, yeah, we're going to show people your videos. And because of that, no one watched anything. But you guys did, and you keep it afloat. And I appreciate you guys checking out the content. Because it's not that people aren't going to enjoy the content. Like I said, it's about that critical mass that gets YouTube to recommend it to people. I'm sure a lot of people didn't even know I made half the videos I made last week. People commented and said, oh my gosh, none of your content was showing up in my newsfeed. And that's just what happens. Hello, where's Perry? Yes, I'm playing Mario Kart music. That's what this is. Thomas is excited for next month. Absolutely. Runner X got here just in time. We were waiting for you. I'm glad we can start now. All right, folks. So anyway, if you want to, you can call in with this number. We'll discuss a few things. Later on in the live, I'm going to talk about Katie Thurston's promo video and what some clues were within that video. Now, if you want to go like clean, no spoils whatsoever, don't watch that. But that'll be later on. I'll tell you about it. I'm pretty sure there aren't any real spoilers in the promo video. It's just a little bit like, oh, that's Fred. He popped out of the cake. And the cake was on episode 3. So that means he made it. You know what I mean? That baloney. So no serious spoilers. Not that anyone ever remembers. Oh, Lisa Reed is back. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen. Do we have Lisa? We can start the show? Okay, Lisa Reed's here. We can start the show. We were worried about you there, Lisa. We thought you escaped us, but we got you back. I had a pitch for a TV show or a movie. I'm going to run it by you guys because I'm too lazy to write this. And by lazy, I mean I need to clone like 5 versions of myself. But here's the pitch. There's a city in the middle of like the Midwest or some other country, right? It's somewhere. And in that city, they have banned entertainment, so that city's not allowed to have any entertainment whatsoever. But they have like calculators or whatever. You know, you have like those smart graphic calculators. One of the kids in that town learned how to hack the calculators and pick up an RSS feed, which is what Podcaster played on. But they're only able to get one channel, and it's the channel of this guy who has like no podcast following, played by me. And the deal is the guy's like, oh, no one watches my podcast. I only have like 7,000 viewers. And then he goes into the code and he finds out all of the viewers come from this same town in like the outskirts of Idaho or something, you know? And he goes, oh my gosh, they all follow me in this town. So he's like, I got to go to this town. So he shows up to this town. He's at the gas station. People start staring. They start looking at him. He realizes he's like the Jennifer Aniston of that town. And they just become like local celebrities. That's kind of the premise. Let me know what you guys think about that premise. I think it's a good idea. You know what I mean? Like imagine a town that's like, maybe they're repressed in some sort of cult, some sort of like Sister Wife thing going on, some sort of Footloose thing, no internet, just nothing but like whatever they can get on, like, maybe it's like they only play like those old-timey movies, they got like the Western Channel, and then all of a sudden there's like this guy, and it's like you become like the Joe Rogan of that one town. They're like, oh my gosh, can you believe that? Hello, Aurora Snow from St. George, Utah, the beautiful St. George, home of the Red Rock State Park, is it? No, what's it? The beautiful rocks. St. George is the gorgeous, one of the most beautiful places in the world out there. Adriana Littman. Oh, you're in the hospital bed. Of course. You had surgery. Are you recovering okay? You'll be able to go home at the end of the week. That is incredible to hear. Great news to hear. Hey, I tell you what. Let me change out of this song because I feel like I'm stuck in a video game. And we'll get to something more chillaxing. Well, that's kind of nice. This would have been good starting music. Vanna Garling says, been watching for a few months. Finally have the time to hop on my first live stream. Hello, Vanna. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you. Vanna, tell the whole class about yourself, Vanna. Let us know where you're coming from. I hope you live in like Virginia, because there's just something nice about like, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Vanna in Virginia. Graphing calculator. Use those daily. Hashtag Texas math. Yeah, Texas Instruments. That's right. Anyway, it sounds like no one wants to watch my... Oh, Bethany, you like my storyline. There you go. Oh, Jen likes it too. All right, we're gonna be big in Canada. Oh, Lisa, you want it to take a more cult-like turn? Well, you know, it could be a comedy. It could be a horror. Maybe they trap him in there, you know, because he's like the only thing they have, and they don't want him to leave. I don't know. Maybe he finds the love of his life. I don't know. I don't know what happens, guys. It's a half-thought-out idea. We call that half-baked where I come from. All right. I got that second vaccine, baby. Everyone's worried about the genetic mutations. It's like, well, it's not like my career's killing it. Maybe I could use a little extra RNA. You know what I mean? Kaylee says, I'm going to get you through the next 20 minutes of work. Well, let me tell you something, Kaylee. We live in a world where... Oh, geez, sorry. I hit the wrong button. Oh, that was the first time I ever mistakenly didn't hit the national anthem. Well, I guess I can't do it now. I blew my national anthem button on the wrong button there. Let me tell you something. We live in a world where you're going to milk the clock, and I'm going to milk it with you. I am going to milk the hell out of that work clock. Kayla is from Virginia, but Kayla from Virginia doesn't really make sense. It'd be Kayla from Kansas would make sense. I'm just going to start making up names. Tiffany from Texas is in the house. Oz from the Wizard of Oz. The Land of Oz, sorry. Oh, Vanna's in Rochester, New York. Rochester, 25 and thriving. Wow. Congratulations, Vanna, on being 25 and thriving. Talk to me when you turn 26 and all things go downhill. I'm kidding. That won't be the case. You'll be fine. Tasha turned 34 on Saturday, and I turned 36 the previous Saturday. We're kind of in our like strike zone, mid-30s, you know? A little bit of gas left in the tank. You know, the gray hairs are coming in. We know we don't have that mortality thing. You know what I mean? Like we're starting to feel, you know, I'm getting to that age where you start to brag about your age. You go, you know what? I got a little bit of tread left on the tire. Little tread left on the tire. Hannah says, who else remembers when Dave would upload a what I made off of YouTube this week? Now he's making the big bucks. Tasha would kill me if I made that video right now. But I am considering making that on the vlog channel. I'll tell you what, I didn't make much this week. I'll be honest with you. That's why I'm still nervous, because I had a couple good months. I had a couple good months on the YouTube, but I got to see consistency with all that. You know what I mean? I bought Dogecoin yesterday and I lost $6. What's going on? You know what I mean? Thought we were supposed to buy Dogecoin. Oh, Charlotte's turning 32. That's a good year, Charlotte. Charlotte, let me tell you something. I have an ability to sort of tap into people's minds, and I bet Charlotte I bet Charlotte, who's turning 32, is in the prime man-eating years of her life. I bet you are just churning through the old F-boys till you find Mr. Right. Am I right, Charlotte, or no? Did I peg you? Yeah, Vanna and Rochester, you know, you're home to some of the best beer companies. A lot of good beer comes out of Rochester, New York. Yes, things are starting to get good in the 30s. We're just priming up the engine. I'm like a Toyota Corolla with 100,000 miles on it. You know? If you don't take care of it, you're looking old. But if you take care of it, you oil it in the right, you're ready to cruise. A lot of highway miles, guys. A lot of highway miles. Yeah, Kimberly, the off season's over soon. Yeah, I think at the end of the year I'll do a like what I made in 2021 video. I don't know. But a part of me just feels like whenever you profit and make any money off of things, people will use it against you, which is like, it's just how it works. Actually, you know what? I wanted to talk about this, so maybe this will be a good time to talk about it. I had not planned to make this content, but it's a really good thing to talk about here. So just give me 1 second while I pull up a story here. Yeah, Bethany, well, you know, today we popped right back off. You know, I went down to, I average about 1,000 to 2,000 views an hour. And during the height of like March, you know, Matt James, Rachael Kirkconnell, during March, I was getting up to 10 to 14,000 views per hour. This week, like this weekend, I was getting like 300 to 400 views an hour, which, you know, like I said, you just got to kind of, be okay with it, I guess. But it's kind of like I'm still just a little bit like waiting for the right, like, like I don't want to make any garbage for people, but I want people to think if I'm going to turn my YouTube on, there's a Dave Neal video waiting for me. Even if I'm like operating at a loss, I want the loyal people to know that it's not just the trendy videos that are being made. If Dale and Clare are getting froyo, in Sacramento, your boy's all over it. I pledge that to you guys. Genesee Brewing, Vanna knows it. Genesee Brewing. Let me tell you something about a product called Jenny Light. Genny, Jenny Light. $9.99 for a 30-pack of beer, or whatever they call this. Jenny Red Ale, Jenny Irish Cream, Jenny Genuine, Genesee Ice. This is the type of beer you have to make it as cold as possible to get it down. It is skunk beer. If anyone is watching right now and drinking a Jenny Light, I will fly you to Los Angeles to give me one. G. Easty says, please start doing Survivor content. I will be doing in-depth Survivor content when the new season comes out. Sarah Wink says, we love it, Dave. I don't know what to watch when I run out of your videos. Well, that must be hard to do because I've been making a lot of videos, but I do appreciate you. Jess says, Dave, that's how I feel most days. There's always seems to be a Dave Neal vid waiting for me. Well, if a week goes by and there isn't a video waiting for you guys, you're going to stop wanting to check on the videos. And YouTube's going to know that. So even, geez, a couple days ago, I made like a Bill Gates video. Like, you talk about, scraping the bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel. So I had a video I really wanted to make, but I'm going to have to really go through the archives here to see this story. So just give me 1 second here, because I did want to ask you guys a question about this. And I did want to also wish you all a belated Happy Mother's Day. If you didn't catch my video yesterday, I hope everyone had a great Mother's Day. I hope everyone who has animals had a great Mother's Day. As you guys know, I stirred up some controversy wishing mothers of animals a Happy Mother's Day. Some people got very upset at that. I think most people found it foolish to care who you wish a Mother's Day to. But if you can't tell what I'm doing off screen right now, I'm just scrolling through a long list of articles to try to find the one I wanted to talk about. And I know what you're thinking, Dave, why didn't you just have this prepared? Well, what would this content be if I prepared things, I can't drink a Diet Coke right now. I had too much caffeine today. I can feel my hands shaking. I started taking a new medicine. I don't take any medicine. No medications. I have been so unmedicated my whole life. Nothing but some Advil. Took a painkiller when my wisdom teeth came out. Got into an accident. Took a painkiller for that. So unmedicated. But I had to take some medicine. Shouldn't say what it is. HIPAA rules. Nothing crazy. I'm very healthy. But the one thing the medicine said was, whatever the ingredients were, it doesn't break down caffeine. So you're not supposed to drink coffee with it. I've been drinking coffee with it. So I've just been getting amped. Just amped. So I'm not going to have another coffee today. I'm going to get a good sleep tonight. Anyway, folks. So let's see. Let's see if this. So I wanted to ask you guys a question here. You know what? I might bail on this. Lexus says, do I think Katie got engaged? It's a good question. I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you guys. I am unspoiled. with that said, I have Katie's phone number. Katie and I are besties now, okay? Katie knows how to play the game. She knows she needs to keep your boy happy. Katie is in the family. She's a cousin. I've made her a cousin. Will I be critical of Katie? Chances are I won't. But do I think I'll need to be critical of her? I don't think so. I don't think I'll need to be critical of Katie. You know, Katie's internet savvy. And you know how it's been. A lot of you guys found my content the last couple months because YouTube's been jamming it down people's throats. And Katie was one of them. Katie found my content. And, you know, I think Katie's got an eye for comedy. She likes things that are kind of stupid and funny. And I guess your boy's got stupid and funny on lockdown. So Katie's on the squad. But I haven't, and I told her this. I said, listen, I'm not going to ask you for anything, ever. I don't want anything. I am not the type. I don't know if it's pride or that I just really don't care too much about the Bachelor, like, contestants in a like lecherous way. But I was like, I'm never going to ask you for anything. A lot of people are. I knew. You know what I mean? She actually told me that she wanted to promote my content, but I had spoilers. She was like, I wanted to find a way to, she was like, I found your content online and I wanted to promote it, but like not that I make the spoilers, but like she's on contract, so like she can't promote someone who makes commentary that will have, you know what I mean? So anyway, which I totally respect and I'm fine with. I just think it's, Tasha got a real kick out of it. Because, you know, Tasha and I mean, we couldn't be less jealous of what we do. Like, she's a model. She, you know, has to do photo shoots with guys sometimes and things like that. And yeah, you just get over it, you know. And she could care less that Katie's in our circle now, you know. She's got confidence, that Tasha. And point is, I think Tasha and Katie have their own crush. I think they have their own crush they need to work on. All right, it's enough on her. Who cares about her? Everybody. I love Katie even more because she supports Dave. Well, you know, I think she just gets it. Like, she was on TikTok. She's lit. I feel, and again, I don't know her that well, obviously, but I feel like she's done the internet game long enough. She dated a comic, so I think she understands that it can be a tough racket, and like sometimes, you know, you got to believe in someone before other people do. And you guys all believed in me. I mean, a lot of you guys were around for 500, 600 subscribers. We jumped to 30,000. Nothing's going to change other than, you know, I might be like pushing a product. Nothing's going to change, especially when I drink bubbly, sparkling water. I don't have any sponsors. I'll tell you this, though. I reached out to a management company because I don't have time to do like any of the side promotional stuff. And not in like an assistant, but like an actual manager who would basically, they would earn a commission off of, you know, providing me with sponsors if I wanted those sponsors. But I don't think the management companies, like on face value, understand how big this channel is because it's still new. So the subscribers are kind of like a slow curve that go up. Like I've got the views and watch hours of like a 600,000 subscriber channel, but only at 30,000 subscribers. Like this one management company, they rep like someone with 250,000 subscribers, and I have 4 times the amount of views as them. So I kind of wanted to call them up and be like, hey, look, no, don't hang up on me. Like, trust me when I'm telling you this. I don't need you, but I just don't have the time to even, like, I think there's more work that can be done. Like, I think I can add to the team in that side of things, you know? I mean, I would say that to anybody. There's always, and with anything in life, there's always room for a commission if someone brings a sponsor to the table. Yakata da. Why do Oz just texted Dave should be on soon? Have I just been talking to myself this whole time? Wouldn't that be, that's the story of my life. Kaylee says, I like the first Andrew from the lineup for Katie. Can't recall his last name or initial. We'll see. Have you made a prediction? No, I'm not good with predictions. Just not my thing. All right, so let's talk about this. Okay, so I was going to make this video the other day, and it kind of just lost track of time. Becca Martinez makes a lot of content for her Instagram. It's kind of her career, and she posted that she gets comments like this. Ugh, why do people care about how many ads you do? If they don't like it, why don't they just skip the page? Kills me. The person previously had commented like, you do too many ads, it's a turnoff, blah, blah, blah. And then Becca responded, ha, ha, ha. I think some people are just giving genuine constructive feedback, which I appreciate, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I think other people feel entitled to a free show of my life and family. And to that I say, yikes. Now, the old saying we have from the School of Economics is there's no such thing as a free lunch. You know, you guys might watch my live stream. I don't have promotional reads within the live stream, but I might be pushing it to my mailing list, or you might have watched an ad read beforehand. The point is there's no such thing as a free lunch. Nothing is free. You know, like we just got this mattress sent to us, you know, from a company that wants to, like, we're doing a promo with, but now I got to spend half a day editing a video for it. So there's just no such, and it's like, that's just how it works. I use my platform for the barter system. So my question to the audience is, what do you guys think about influencers, specifically people, what do you guys think of influencers, specifically people within the Bachelor world using their platform they've created to monetize it? I'd love to know what people think. I will tell you what I will tell you that I believe in like the free market of the influencer game. If you do too many ads and people unfollow you, you learn to do less ads. There's like a delicate balance there. But but Becca Martinez doesn't post about her family because she loves to post about her family all day. She does it because it not only pays the bills, it's probably setting up the kids for life. It's setting them up for their college education. I mean, you know, I'm guilty of kind of making fun of Amanda Stanton back in the day, being like, go raise your kids. What are you doing going on this show? And it's like, well, you know, you spend a month away from your kids, the grandmother watches them, what have you. Then all of a sudden, you're setting yourself up with a platform and building equity into your career. This is just the way it works. This is like late stage capitalism. You know, a lot of companies are having a hard time getting their workers to want to go back to work after the pandemic. And in my eyes, it's like, well, if they don't want to go back because you don't pay them enough money, then that's just on you. Like, the minimum wage stinks. There's a lot of middle class people that just don't want to go back to jobs. They've reevaluated things. I'm not going back to the job I had. I found a way to make a living not doing what I was doing before. And that is talking to you guys. Does that make me an influencer? Nah, I don't think so. But, you know, either way, I appreciate the business model. Hey, shout out to Sarah Winks right there. Nothing is free. Keep doing what you're doing, Dave. Thank you so much, Sarah, for the $50 donation. That's very, very kind of you. So let me go back to this video so I can just pull up Becca Martinez here. But there is something to be said about, like, I'll tell you this. People don't understand how much time and energy goes into curating a promotional Instagram. I don't do this on my Instagram. Would I if people paid me? It'd have to be a lot of money. Honestly, if you see me on Instagram peddling something, it's got to be a lot of money because I just don't have time for that. But it's out there. You know, Tasha gets hit up by like Bud Light, you know, to hold a beer and to say like, oh, Bud Light, whatever, you know, like it exists. We're okay with it with traditional media. Like we watched the stupid show. The Bachelor literally has 15 commercials. You know what I mean? And it's like, coming up next, previously on, after this, the whole show is meant to sell Dove body soap. You know what I mean? But it's something that we've kind of got this entitled feeling that the Instagram shouldn't be that way because we want instant access to people. So I'd love to know what you guys think. Jess from Chatty Broads talked about how she uses the revenue from her ads to go to her daughter's college fund. I was genuinely impressed. Oh, yeah. They're not, no offense, guys, they're not doing that show. I mean, I'm sure they love what they do, but you don't do that show because it's out of the goodness of your heart. You do it because you're making a killing doing it. And if you're not making a killing doing it, you're at least trying to make a killing doing it. So Becca said she's going to go back to only posting once or twice a week. Let's see if I can catch her. I think I might have missed the actual comment that she had talking about, you know, but it's everything from, you know, shouting out a brand, getting free clothes. I'm telling you guys, it's an exhausting job. It is and it sounds like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to get a box full of clothes? That box full of clothes comes with work. There's something attached to it. You don't just get a denim jacket and go, great, a denim jacket. Unless you're on the size where like you're saying you can send me clothes, but I'm not going to be obligated to post about it. Like Tasha, she has to limit when people send her stuff, she has to limit like what she'll agree to post. She'll say, look, I can't agree to post about this jacket for free because you gave it to me. You're going to have to pay me to do that. But with that said, you can still send me the jacket. I'll probably tag it, but I'm not going to endorse it the way I might, some dog food company. So the idea that some people, and again, like I showed you with my other video, there are people that will find anything to get mad about. And I was just so mad. I feel like they type like their keyboard must look like, Mike Tyson's opponent's face after a fight, just tattered, the ears missing. You know what I mean? Looking at you, Evander Holyfield, that's a reference from 20 years ago. So the point is that there's no such thing as a free lunch. And when you see someone sharing their content or living their life or doing a cameo, you got to realize that time is money. Any time spent on anything equates to money in some form or another, because money is just like an exchange for goods or services. Services being shouting out a brand, using your kind of network to share it with others. And I made a video that didn't do well about a month ago about one of the Jenners. I don't even know which one. Kylie, Kendall, whatever. She donated 10 grand to like her former makeup assistant's fund because they got in a car accident. Not her current makeup assistant, someone she had previously worked with. And people go, she's worth so much money. She should have donated way more than $10,000. And it's like, she tweeted the link to the GoFundMe. Just sharing the swipe up link, that has value. That is worth something. Whenever these influencers do something that's not like them sharing something, with their own social circle, they're in the promo game. And as an audience member, that's the commercial you got to sit through to get to the other stuff. That's just how it is. So if anyone has any differencing of opinion, I'd love to know. Was enjoying until you talked about folks not going back to work because the jobs don't pay enough. Nope, the country keeps pumping out the handouts. Who would go back to work if the government pays no to? Philip, I would love to have this conversation with you. If getting $300 a week during a global pandemic is so much money that people don't want to go back to work, ding, 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 that job sucked. If companies were getting by with such a low minimum, the federal minimum wage is what? Something in the $7. I mean, like they're trying to push it up to 15, but that still doesn't even that doesn't even match what the average was in the 70s. Like we have not kept up with inflation. People work full-time jobs, multiple jobs to barely get by. So then when the global pandemic hits and they get paid an extra couple dollars to not go out so they don't spread the virus, and then they realize, you know what, that job sucked. No offense, Philip. I don't buy your talking point that there's too many handouts. Our country let us down. Our country really dropped the ball, okay? I come from parents that have their own business and they're kind of like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and this and that. And it's like, you don't understand what my generation, the dog pile of crap we've had to fight through to take jobs that don't keep up with the cost of living. Influencing takes work. So when you go, the point is that I had a job. I'm a college educated guy. Pretty smart guy, my 30s. I've had side jobs because you do the side job so I can do my entertaining and other stand-up comedy and other performing. So by all means, I've stayed away from other higher paying jobs. But, I realized that even a paltry little existence on YouTube outpays what I was getting paid by an employer. There's just, like you look at CEOs, there's a trend, how much CEOs make versus their employees. And it just took off over the last couple decades. Guys, it just took off. It ain't a fair fight. And you know what's funny is the more money you make, the less work you do. Everyone with a high-paying job knows this. Everybody knows this. The hardest working people are the people that are barely scraping by, and it's because the system is not working for them. Let's go. What do you guys say? Look, it takes a lot of love for your country to want to criticize it. All right. Bethany says, I think you should be able to advertise and support what you want, and they support your career and invest in you and your audience. Absolutely. Yeah, and it just comes down to an entitlement. Oh, Sarai with a $25 tip. Thank you so much, Sarai. Mark, update. We're still... Okay, we got an update. Sarai's dating a guy, Mark, or seeing a Mark. They're bumping Harrisons once in a while, as it says. Mark, update. We're still texting, and he definitely wants us to hang out soon. Just trying to figure out when. And my late father, who was also named Dave, said, Tinstaffel. There is no thing as a free... Oh, there is no such thing as a free lunch. Preach it. Well, it sounds like your late father was a very noble guy, and he understands the world marketplace. You know, I had a funny joke about that in my stand-up act. I never really, it was kind of just like a rant. But Tasha, Tasha's got friends that are models and this and that. And she was like, Jessica had a connection to go to Cancun, and there was someone who was going to fly us there on a private jet. And I go, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. She goes, what? No, lunch is provided. I go, listen, there's no such thing as a free lunch. There's no such thing as a free jet. Somebody's sucking somebody's hairy on that jet for the jet fuel. Okay, folks? It might not be Tasha, but somebody is paying for that plane. Okay? That's just how it works. That's just how it works. Yeah, Jen Murphy. Jen Murphy's in Canada, so you don't quite understand what we're dealing with over here. But our people have been let down. And that's why, there's a lot of, shifts happening in the world, in our world, because we've been let down. We have someone in our chat room who had to get brain surgery, okay? Lost your job and lost your health insurance. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's criminal. That's criminal during a global pandemic. And sadly, and I understand the talking point, you're just saying what you've been told. But then we have people that say, well, I think everyone's just getting handouts. Tell that to the nurse that watches my channel that lost her job because she kept working as a nurse, contracted the virus, and then lost her health insurance because she couldn't stay at her job. Insane that our health insurance is tied to our employment. How many people are working jobs they hate because companies can go, yeah, but we got free health care. How about this, companies? How about you don't bribe us with basic human, services, human rights? If healthcare it's not a human right, but it should be. In our country, it isn't. In other countries, it is. So how about instead of bribing us with basic human rights, you give us a reason to go back to work? Maybe the CEO doesn't take as many millions in stock bonuses that year. Find a way to get it done. The freaking bootstraps broke already, says Jess. Absolutely, this pandemic was a farce. As a nurse, I say you speak the truth. We knew what to do and didn't. Absolutely. Ashley says, just like when you stay at a hotel and they offer complimentary breakfast, you paid for that breakfast, you just don't know it. But dang, give me that breakfast. Yeah, Ashley, you take as many muffins as you want. You stick those muffins inside of that, Tiffany says, we should always criticize the government, people in power, rather than accept the status quo. Things can get a lot better and more equitable. Isn't it funny? And again, we're all piling on this one poor commenter here. But isn't it funny that we're trained to defend a system that's not working for us? All right, Philip's back. My girlfriend gets $350 a week, and she was making $500 substitute teaching. $350 is enough for her to argue until she's blue in the face. Yeah, but is $500 a week enough money for a substitute teacher? Honestly, I'm sure she's not getting health care. Is $500 enough in the first place? If she was making $1,000, which doesn't seem like a crazy amount to make $50,000 a year as a substitute teacher, maybe you go back to your job. But I commend your girlfriend for not going back because the system's not working. And it's not that we don't have enough money. We're the richest country in the world, okay? We got people turn in, they go, I thought we were talking about Bachelor. So anyway, that's the Becca Martinez piece, everybody. That's the Becca Martinez piece. We'll talk about it more, but it's an interesting conversation about influencers and equity. It's all about equity. What do you have to bring to the table? It's almost like I don't need to do another sponsor that's only going to pay me X amount of money because everything else is going fine. The bills are paid. So I've got equity. I've got power to say, no, you'll pay me $10,000 or we're just not going to have that party. All right, we're not going to have that party. Case closed, negotiations over, walk away. It's like going to the car dealer with a lump of cash. You want to sell me this car or not? Because I'm ready to buy. No, you don't want to negotiate? Well, that's okay with me. I'll take an Uber home. Abby Reid, Bernie for president. Leah is in the chat room. How you doing, Leah? How are you doing? Jess said, a comedian invited me to go to Vegas once for free, and I swear I heard my mom in my head saying, no such thing as a free lunch. Yeah, that comedian was getting a lap dance from somebody. Don't worry about that. Ashley says, I don't make $50,000 as a speech therapist in public school in Oklahoma with my master's degree. Ashley, I think you deserve more than that. No, teaching wages are extremely low. The U.S., I think, $30,000. How do you survive off of less than $2,000 a month with rent or mortgage at $1,500 or $100 or higher? Sarah, the truth is you don't. You just get by. I've been in those situations. It sucks. You know, it just sucks. And it's, you know, people got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And what did the pandemic do for everyone? Did it unite us? No. No, we barely got by. We cheered over a $1,200 check while other countries got thousands to stay at home and be safe. Now, don't get me wrong. We're leading the world in vaccines, but the pharmaceutical companies are profiting off of that. Okay? We're not doing it because we're Mother Teresa over here. Vance Lama says, after 17 years of teaching with a master's degree, you make somewhere in the 70s. Thank you for sharing that. No, it's important because, you know, and you know, it's like, and it's nothing against the students. Teachers just don't get paid enough for how valuable their jobs are. Plum's mom said, yep, equity for healthcare seems like a human right to me. Losing my job working as a nurse because COVID took too long in my body and still being sick with no health insurance, and I had a great job. Plum's mom, there's the case study. There's your anecdotal evidence right there. So the point is that, look, it's not like we can't afford it. We pay more for health insurance than other companies. I know a lot about this. My fiance has Lyme disease. You know, I do some stand-up about this. I rant about it. You know, she needed a pill, and her insurance didn't cover it because the insurance sucked. And it was $800 per pill. And she needed this pill to take every 2 weeks, along with a gigantic amount of other pills. Well, I found that pill in Switzerland, and it was like $40 for like 75 pills. And they sell you on, well, it's research and development. Well, you take your research and development and shove it up your ass. How about that? How about that? Is it really research or development? You know, we're too busy. It's hard to stay on a straight and narrow with it all because there's so many different avenues you can take with what's wrong with it all. But what it comes down to is the money is put into the politicians' pockets so they don't change anything. Kind of what it comes down to. You know, the topic of universal basic income is a little bit, it's interesting, but we are moving to a world where everything's automated. I mean, how many people are watching my live stream from a job where they don't have to do much because what used to take someone 8 hours to do, they can bang out in a couple emails and a fax. I mean, that's just the way it works. Hey, Dave, finally caught you live. Love your show, SAP and all things. Do you have monthly donors? How does it work? Hey, Laura, actually, that's a great segue to I was going to promote. Let me get out of this page here. I got to make sure I'm not sharing any insider info here. But I've got my Patreon. Hold on, folks. Where is the Patreon? Man, just too many tabs happening right now. Yes, I have a monthly membership. It's a Patreon community, which is the Patreon is people can join for $5, $8, $12, or $50 a month, and it's just extra content. So right now we're up to 38 patrons. I wanted to shout out all the new Patreon members. I can't believe I've somehow misplaced where this actually is. But yeah, there's always a link in the description to the videos to check that out. And then, of course, people can just donate, Venmo, PayPal, all that jazz. Vance Lama, paid for my own classes last year because I needed to renew my license and I couldn't take the renewal classes at other times through the school system schedule. I have a child to take care of too. Yeah, my mom was a single mom. Shout out Mother's Day. My mom was a single mom. She remarried, but for the first 10 years, she worked full time. My dad, she left my father, so he didn't pay child support. She just wanted to get away from him. So that wasn't something that really worked out for her. It's funny, actually, not funny, but my, Soul signed up. Thank you so much. I was actually, let me get to the page here. It's just kind of hard to go through my internet while I'm live streaming because it's super slow. I don't know if it's the internet or the processors or what, but thank you so much. So I do an extra episode a week, and this past, some weeks, are kind of a little bit better than others. I do apologize. Sometimes I'll just decide to make extra content, but this video here was last week's. I think Oz said you liked it, right? So this is the YouTube version. The audio's free because I didn't want to profit off of making a video about mental health awareness. So you can listen to this for free at the SAP on wherever you listen to podcasts. But the video version is for Patreon members. And hold on while I, it's a little bit extra, income, helps me out and helps, get new equipment and everything. Because for 7 years I did all this without taking any donations or any Patreon or anything like that. It's hard. I read the book of The Law of Divine Compensation by Marianne Williamson, and it's been really hard for me to wrap around accepting wealth and abundance because as artists, we're kind of taught the starving artist. We're taught, you're going to be poor for 20 years while you work on this, or you're not going to live a life of abundance. And the truth is, and what you learn with YouTube and other places, when you can tap into a world that is a larger platform, there is wealth. It is worth somebody's time. It all goes around. And then I can support other people, and it all just kind of goes around. So our new Patreon members this week, I wanted to shout you guys out. We had Soul. I got Soul with a capital S. Soul, new Patreon member. Carla Johnson. Luis Chopyak. Karen Sabin. Sharon Devoto. And Janine Roberts. Thank you guys so much. Of course, on the Patreon, you can sign up. It's a monthly service, so you get billed every month. You can stay, you can go, you can donate on YouTube. I tell people wherever they see fit. You can just hit the like button and leave a comment, and trust me, that fills up the love well too. Van Slam says, you're working hard, you deserve to be compensated. Don't feel bad for your passion and work ethic. Well, thank you so much. It's been a life-changing year for me. And because of the poor economy, people stop having kids. People decide not to have families. This is just what happens. When the economy's not doing well, people don't have kids. It's $1 million investment, so you just don't do it. There's a lot of issues. But because things have been going so well, Tasha's 34, I'm 36. We are wanting, eventually to start a family sooner than later. And we're like, all right, well, if I can work from home, if I can get Tasha away from her job, and maybe she can start her own vlog and do content on YouTube too. If my YouTube blows up, when things blow up, as they already have, when they blow up, there'll be enough of you guys that love what I do that will support Tasha as well. And that is worth more than her job working in fashion. It's just worth more. All right. Oh yeah, buying a home. You couldn't find a fixer-upper for $1 million. Couldn't do it. How do we donate? Can I tell, Dave, you're an influencer. We listen to what you say, get paid for your service. Jennifer, thank you so much. There's multiple ways you can donate if you want to. PayPal, Venmo, the monthly Patreon, even YouTube right here. There's a little way to donate there. But if you aren't sure how, you can just send me a private message on Instagram or whatever. But usually on these videos, there's a link. Did I lose my voice? Pierre says you should do Twitch. You'll get a lot more viewers. Keep up the good work. That's very interesting. I pay for the service that puts this stream together, and I didn't mean to make this stream about my own business, but Twitch is an option, and I should get on there more. I just always assumed it was like a bunch of gamer bros, and like, why would they care about The Bachelor? So I wasn't really sure if people on Twitch would, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so you guys understand. You understand when people say, oh, the government's giving handouts. It's like, well, you know, the government's been giving handouts for a long time to wealthy corporations. So I think people just want to know that their taxes are going somewhere, and they want companies and billionaires to just pay their fair share. They're not better people. We're all in the same fight. Anjali says, I watched Mike Johnson's short films? I watched 2 of them so far and have liked them. Oh, you did? No, I haven't watched them. What are they on? What platform are they on? Liz says, that's why I only have one child. I can't afford it anymore. And how tragic and sad is that? Ash and Kirsten says Twitch is way more than gamers now. I heard Twitch has a hot tub problem where like you're not allowed to wear a bikini unless you're in a hot tub. So there's people just setting up pools in their living room. Should I set up a pool in the living room? Fill the Bachelor void on Twitch. Kimberly, you've got a great point. All right, I guess I'll get on Twitch. I'm gonna get on Twitch. I'm gonna Twitch out if I have more caffeine. That's what I'm gonna do. Oz says, did I play voicemails? I did not. So let me go back to that. Let's play some voicemails. Let's see what we got here. I'm playing them off of my phone. I'm sorry. I usually play them off of my phone, but now I have to play them off of my computer, which I have never done before. So let's just make sure I got this thing going on. G. Easty says, we have taxation without representation here in D.C. It's a crime. Yeah, D.C. should be a state. Puerto Rico should be a state. Yeah, Tiffany says your friend bought a home for $290 6 years ago, and now it's worth $550. That doesn't make any sense, doesn't it? Off top of it, how did Tasha get started as a model? You know, Emily, that's a great question. I would love to have Tasha here to talk to you about it, but she was kind of like scouted as like a child. She's modeled her whole life. She does jobs every day. I had an idea for Tasha. Jennifer, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. With a big thumbs up. Thank you. Tasha, I had an idea that she joins me for a video every week to talk about the fashion of every episode. So, because she works in modeling, but specifically as a fit model. So she works with different clients, tries on their clothes, and she knows everything. She knows the name of every little stitch and cut of every type of outfit. And I think it's so crazy because I'm like, that's a t-shirt. That must be jeans. You know, like I'm an idiot. And she knows everything. So like she's like, oh, that shirt doesn't fit you. It's pulling on the, you know, this and that. And I'm like, oh, I never thought of it like that. So I was thinking to bring her on maybe every Tuesday or something and do an episode specifically about Bachelor fashion. So let me know what you guys think about that, because I'll tell you what I think. I think whenever somebody has a lot of information about any subject, it can become very fascinating, because it's like, I don't know anything about soccer. Everyone goes, soccer's boring. But I tell you what, if I had a friend here that showed me like some crazy things within soccer, I'm sure they can make it interesting to me. People that are like, oh, football's boring. They only, I could be like, no, I'll tell you what's happening. I'll make it interesting. Kind of like joke structure. I can be like, this is why this joke is funny, because they did this and they paused and they diverted you, and that's the magic trick of it all. So I think it could be interesting to have Tasha sit down with me, and I can be like, what? This looks weird to me. Why is she wearing that? And then Tasha can be like, well, it's pleated and it fits her outfit because she's short, so it actually whatever. I could be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, Jennifer with 20. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate that. All right, so Chrissy would love to see Tasha more. Love this idea for fashion breakdown with Tasha. Yeah, Ash and Kirsten, let me tell you something. I told this to Tasha before. As much as she loves fashion, the job she does now can be very soul-sucking because she's on her feet nonstop, and she goes from client to client, and she's more like of a freelancer. She's like a subcontractor. So she goes to Fabletics, and then she'll go to Revolve. Like her main clients Revolve, because she's like the size that they model you after. And then when it fits her and when they get everything down perfectly, then they'll scale it up to fit different sizes. So she's that perfect fit model for what they want. And but ideally, it's not the type of job that brings her. So it's not utilizing her best skills. She's got skills the job doesn't utilize and bring her joy. And I think if I can get her a slice of the bachelor pie and discuss fashion, I think it could be very interesting. And I think it could be enough, once things pop off, the end goal. Someone asked me this earlier. They go, Dave, what are the end goals? And look, Tasha and I, as much as we love each other, we don't want to be sitting next to each other all day long creating content. But if I can use my platform to get her the love that her channel deserves, her Instagram, whatever, her YouTube, I think she could be quite happy making content. She loves to travel. She there's a lot of things she loves, but there's a lot of pressure because you got to work full time and then make things work. I mean, I drove myself insane with a crazy work ethic for years before things started to pay off. And I'd like to kind of pay that forward with her. And I think by starting a weekly Bachelorette fashion review, we might be onto something. Emily says, wow, that's so cool. What a dream. I'm so awkward. I would love to learn to pose better and get money on the side doing something, but I'm not sure what. I would love to see those videos and how No, yeah, absolutely. Like Tasha's great at all that. It's so funny because I'm going to put a lot of this in the next vlog, but we do a lot of our photo shoots with our own camera. I actually have it right here, just a Canon G7X, right? It's just it's like a nice digital camera, but you can set this to take customized photos. So you can set this, like we had to do a shot on the bed because we just bought a new mattress, or we got a new mattress and we have to promote it. So you can set it to like take 10 photos in a row or 5 photos in a row every 5 seconds, whatever. And we'll literally set it up, run around and take the photos. And that's how we create a lot of our content. And she's really good at what she does. So like in a 10-second window, I'll be standing there for the photo and she's doing the different things. 90% of modeling is using your angles in a way that's aesthetically pleasing to the camera. And I know nothing about it. Tiffany says, it would be hell for me if I had to notify my employers if my clothing size changed. Trust me, after the pandemic, they started measuring Tasha again, and she'll be like, they want to measure me. That's like their way of saying, like, we think you might not be fitting the size anymore. And it's a bummer because I'm not judged on my size. I can go up and down 20 pounds. And while I shame myself because I'm always like, ugh, but like, I'm not having someone measure me. It's not a pretty side of the job. Tanya says, Tasha seems like the same kind of model Hannah is. Maybe, same. They're kind of sort of the same. I used to do modeling in my teens. Jen Murphy, long time ago. It's a soul-sucking career, not for everyone. Yeah, it can be very tough. I mean, it can be very tough to be told like your body doesn't fit a certain way. And Bachelorette fashion breakdown. That's right, Ash. And with Caitlin Bristow and Tayshia on the show, she'll be able to look at all 3 of the females on the show, plus whatever the guys are wearing. And I don't know. I think it could be good. Yet to do. Yeah, Tasha. I mean, she's got tons of clients. She's at one right now. Tons of clients. She just runs around town, but she's done it for a long time. Anyway, so yeah, I think obviously my audience is about 90% of women. So, Jess says, I would hire Tasha for personal styling so fast. Well, you know what? I wanted to show you guys, some photos, but I mentioned this earlier on. You guys might not have been around, but, Tasha's phone wasn't working for some reason. Like she just got a new phone and the SIM card was busted. So she didn't have a phone to go to work and I let her borrow mine, but I wanted to show you guys some photos of the bedroom. Now, of course, we're going to put this all in the vlog. So if you haven't already, of course, the vlog is a absolute place that you can go to support what's going on. So hold on one second while I pull up my page here. So I know I got a lot of hogwash that I posted on my page. Oh, geez, I haven't even played a voicemail yet. So hold on a second. I wanted to show you guys the bedroom. So let's see if I can find the bedroom here. This is on my Instagram. All right, here it is. So this is we finally got the bed because for the last 2 months since we moved, we had a queen size bed on the floor because we threw out our old frame, and this bed was coming in, but they had like a shipping delay and all this. So this is, we're going to be doing a video showing how we made it, but of course the dog's there and we have two different cowhide, not vegan, rugs underneath the bed there. And you can't see it, but Tasha actually bought these. I can't zoom in any farther. These are Harry Potter bed sheets because she's a Harry Potter nut. So this was Tasha on her birthday. And And yeah, we'll share some of this. So we had these old IKEA dressers, and Tasha put in these like sort of marble stone pulls or whatever you call them. And then she also got this this marble countertop cut to size on top of each of these. You can't see on the left side, but we have 3 different of these dressers. So it actually like spruced the room up a little bit. Ashley says it would do companies good to include different size models. They're usually either really thin or plus size. I'm in the middle, not thin but not plus size. Well, yeah. So how it works with Tasha, you know, a company will usually have one model and then they'll scale it up to size. So like that's why like H&M might not fit you well, but Old Navy might. I don't know. It's really based on what size fit they start with. But of course, some companies like Brandy Melville will only have like one size. So it's like, look, either you fit in the size or you don't, which is kind of like a different set of problems. But you know, it can be very tricky to mass produce the clothing, you know, up to scale. By the way, the dog was yawning when I took this photo, so that's why he looks like he. Jess, okay, so yeah, anyway, let me get it. So let me get into a couple voicemails here. Sorry for the delay. Let's see. I got the sheriff here. Let's see if this, oh, you know what I got to do? Hold on. I got to turn this music off. We're on the same music channel here. So let's see if, hold on. Let's see if that did it here. Again, apologies. I'm doing a little bit of a different system. I don't have my phone.
Hi, this is the Sheriff here. Happy Monday, everyone. And wouldn't it be amazing that we would have Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise in Kevagini Island, where Melinda Gates went with her posse and all her family and everything? That would just be great. But we would need to be billionaires. So I'm not sure that the Bachelor producers are billionaires, but it sure would be fun to be on jet skis and boats and cars and have butlers and one could dream. So have a good one, everyone, and we'll catch you soon. Okay, see you in the chat. Bye.
If I had $1 billion, I'd be rich. Yeah, Melinda Gates might need to go on a Bachelor in Paradise, right?
Hi there, Dave. Jessica here from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Hey, Jessica.
I've just seen the ridiculousness of what you've been going through on Instagram. Self-proclaimed dog mom here.
Dog moms.
Okay?
Oh.
By the way, my friend Z, whoever you are, let me tell you how well-behaved my dog has been for the last 11 years, and I can't control my nephew. Are we good? Are we good? You need to take a step back and just relax and reflect on yourself and see what the real issue is here, because it isn't Dave. Thank you.
Well, that is in response to this cat mom fight. Now, I don't know if you saw the beginning of this. Oh, look, it's no longer available. I didn't save it, so you got to go to my Instagram and check out the end of this. But there was people that was saying, there was this person who watches my videos that was so mad that I wished cat moms a happy Mother's Day. And then so cat moms fought back. Cat and dog moms fought back big time. But anyway, I wanted to show, now that I remembered I had these videos, let's see if I can pause this and you can see Tasha shared her, there it is. So this is the bedding. Let's see if you can get to it. There's the bedding. That is the Harry Potter bed sheets there. So I don't know if you like Harry Potter. They were not cheap. I'll tell you what. They were not cheap. But what I learned with Tasha is she loves Harry Potter, so just give somebody what they love. But yeah, thanks for all the support out there.
Hey, it's Alex calling from New York City. I just wanted to say that I've been watching The Bachelor for 11 years, and I've been downloading it illegally back in Europe. So this is how much I like this show. And I'm so excited about Katie. I have not been excited about a lead like this in a while. And thank you so much for keeping us company in the off season. And you made it bearable without the romance on TV. At least we get some conspiracy theories and situations talked about. So thank you so much for the awesome job you do. And regards, greetings to all the people who watch this now. And you guys rock. And I'm happy we have this community. Okay, bye-bye.
Merci beaucoup, Alex de New York City. Alex vient de France. Vous êtes une francophone. I'm assuming she's French. It sounded like a French accent there, right? Yeah, so we had, thank you so much. I mean, I appreciate you sticking around and all that jazz. It really has been amazing having all these people write in, these different folks. If you haven't seen this already, again, I'm just doing a little housekeeping here. This is the cake I made. It took me 2 tries. This will all be on the vlog, but this was the cake I made for Tasha's birthday because she likes Harry Potter, so this is a butterbeer cake. So it's actually, I made it with the same cakes I used to make the syringe cake, which was like they're 4-inch wide, so they're very, very small cake tins. And I made like 4 of them and stacked them up for this. So it's very skinny. It was kind of waving, but it's got a butterscotch. Oh, hold on. I just messed something up here. It's got a butterscotch kind of drizzle. And then I made, by the way, Nums Yums is the resident baker here. And I don't have my phone on me, so I can't promote it this video, but I'm gonna share it with you guys what Nums Yums brought me. It is incredible. Just incredible. I guess I could do it right now. I guess I could get it right now. Hold on, guys. All right, so this is all... Who's calling me? Who's calling me? Hold on, guys. I wonder if that's Tasha. No, that's not Tasha. I'm gonna let it go to voicemail there. Sorry about that. So anyway, Nums Yums is our friend over there in Maryland, and she sent me a birthday package. And if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to share with you guys a little bit of what she sent me. I've got a much better version of all this, but look at this. I've already ate a lot of this. We're talking about macarons. We're talking about beautiful chai shortbread. We're talking about Hershey's Nutella s'mores. I mean, look how thick that is, guys. You kidding me? That's going to wipe me out for days. What else do we got here? Vegan cookie butter. So I'm gonna do a proper video of all this, but Nums Yums, just incredible. Love to promote her channel here. So just give me a second here. Promote that channel. Anyway, I made this cake, and Nums Yums actually, so if anyone, these would make amazing gifts. This is 100% edible glitter gold. So I put some of her glitter on top of this cake just to spice it up a little bit. And here's the final product here. That's the cake right there. So as you see, not bad for Tasha's birthday. But anyway, I will show you if you just give me a second here. I don't know if, Ash and Kirsten gasped for the Thai shortbread. Absolutely. So let me see I don't have it saved on my Instagram anymore, but if you don't already, you got to follow her because she's one of us. Nums Yums is one of us. So she makes fantastic cakes, what is that? Oh, it's just sparkling. Look at that. Amazing. So anyway, I tried my best to make my cake, but it's nothing compared to the pros here. So she made kind of a couple of these. I mean, the whole thing, it was just incredible. Is this the glitter? Is this the gold glitter that she put on it? Just incredible. Incredible. So there's Nums Yums. I'm sure if she's not here live, she'll be in the video. So just incredible. Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to read everyone's comments. All right, let's get out of this. And let me get back to, I think I have one more voicemail here. Let's see if there's no transcription for this, so I don't know if it's an actual voicemail.
Dave, I think you're so great for wanting to pull Tasha into something that she would enjoy too, because when you're passionate about something, then you want to do it. I think it's such a great idea. And also, I think it'd be awesome if she could do breakdowns of fashion of bachelors and bachelorettes from all the seasons, going all the way back to like Alex, Michelle, and Trista season, from those first seasons, because trust me, it's changed a lot, and I think it would be hilarious to just have a look back at them and talk about what's in now, what's not, and what stays and why doesn't it. I think she'd be fabulous. You're such a sweetheart.
Well, I mean, thank you. I mean, yeah, I believe in her, and I just know that she's not exactly telling the story she wants to tell. It's something that her and I have talked a lot about. And while we want to find ways to drive people to her YouTube channel and get her to create content, she's working full time, and it's just something we're working on. We're working on it. She just sent me a text message that her phone is fixed. So if we keep going on this stream, she might actually be home. Who's calling me? Sorry, hold on a second. I don't have this all set up here because hold on. Someone just called at 5:07. So let's play this one.
Hey Dave, it's your #1 fan, Bert. I hope you remember me. I'm the beep bop scatter. Anyways, okay, so
Bert the scatter.
Have you ever heard of the YouTube people? I think they're called Shared News. It's like a YouTube account, okay?
Yes, I've been on
And
there.
the only reason I even clicked on this was because I follow you, and I pretty much only watch you on YouTube. And then other stuff is, sort of suggested to us. So I clicked on this link, and it was one of their things, and the title is Matt James confirms Rachael relationship, and Bachelorette Katie Thurston hides engagement ring, ? That's the title. Anyway, I watched it, and it made me feel really sad because the first, couple minutes of it, they're talking about, I don't know where these guys get their information. I don't know how legit it is. I have no idea if they had inside scoop or what, but they were talking about, how the filming wrapped and sort of what we know so far and what people are saying about how it went. And it was talking about how, the guys were super distracted by the other beautiful women in the room, meaning Caitlyn and Tayshia, and how they weren't the only eligible women anymore, so it became somewhat of a distraction for them. And I thought, and they said Chris Harrison was missed because the guys wanted to talk to a man, have a man's perspective. It was like a dad to them to sort of confide in, and how having all the female energy maybe wasn't as helpful. And I thought, what a different perspective. And I wanted to know your opinion on that. They even say something around 2 minutes of the video, and they say, more beautiful women than Katie were in the room, so it was hard for the men. They said more beautiful, and that sucks. That was rude. That is so rude because you know what? Tayshia and Caitlyn are taken. We get it. They're strong personalities, but Katie has so much to offer. I thought it was rude, and I want your opinion on it. All right, bro? Okay. Bert out. I hope you've been listening to scatting music, by the way. All right? Beep, bop, bye.
Bop, ski you later. Bert's got to go to the out. Thank you so much, Bert. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, look, Katie's got her own thing going. It's not to take away from Tayshia or Caitlyn. They're all God's children. They're all beautiful. No, I reject the idea that those guys had look, you can be into one person and another girl can walk by in a pretty dress and you can appreciate her in her pretty dress, but it doesn't mean their attention. No. And look, I'm not going to talk trash about Shared News. I went on it a few months ago, and we cover the same topics. So sometimes I'll make a topic and then an hour later they'll make the same exact video with the same title, and I'm always like, are we getting the same information? Or I mean, we're all covering the same thing. So of course they're going to make a video about Katie's promo right after me. The guy who started Clever, CLEVVR, whatever that company's called. He's a smart guy. He started Clever. It's a I'll tell you what. When the pandemic hit, I never wanted to do Skype calls and Zoom stand-up shows and any of that. I don't find it to be a great way to connect with people. The Shared News is built on people Zooming in and doing all that. Their technology is fantastic. I just don't do well. Call me a ball hog or whatever. I don't do well on that style of show. I just don't. I don't do, I'll give my opinions, whatever, but I do well on kind of the longer form ranty stuff, and that wouldn't work on those. They kind of replicate, what you might see on a proper news show, coming up next, we're going to talk to so-and-so. Whereas I'm just not that, organized, I guess, with the way I kind of do things. So yeah, that's too bad that there's enough positivity to go around.
Hi Dave, it's Lisa Reed from Colorado.
Lisa,
I was messaging in the chat about a recital that I'm playing, shameless plug, on Wednesday. at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and everybody wanted me to call in to promote it, I guess. I don't know. You can follow me at Reeds, READS, REEDS. It's confusing, on Instagram, and I'll post a link there. Anyway, love the live. I'm so glad I got to catch the whole thing, and keep up the content. I love that when I open my YouTube, there is a video from Dave Neal. See you guys later. Bye.
That's Lisa Reed with a double reed wind instrument playing the oboe. Give it up for the freaky Lisa Reed. Go give her a follow right there. Always good to hear from you, Lisa. It's been a while since we've really caught up. You know, last time I saw you was on the roof. You had a new puppy. Things have changed. So yeah, shared news, and we get pushed into very similar. We get pushed into like a very similar crowd, but I think we're different. We kind of do our own thing. But they actually did ask me if I wanted to be on the show or like have my own show. I'll tell you what. You know, you guys want some insider info? I'll tell you this, and this is all I'm going to say about it. Okay. I was approached, and have been approached by. I gotta be careful what I say here. I've been approached by very affluent people within the Bachelor entertainment community, and they like what I'm doing, and I've had several companies reach out for my services, and let me tell you something. It ain't going to happen, because where I live, you need to own your content. You need to be the boss and the secretary. Where I come from, you don't need to be told, I don't think we can do that, and I don't know if maybe the demographics will skew that direction. So maybe minimize. We're going to need you to tone down the American flag talk. It turns out a lot of people are a little against the nationalism that you might promote on your show. So if you could, no, I do it on my own. But they did reach out, and it was nice of them. But I just don't think they can afford me, folks. I don't think they can afford me right now. You guys, you know, we don't want to be bought here. Let me tell you something. If you ever see me with like E-News, I told this to someone else, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I auditioned for E-News over a year ago, and the audition went really well. And then the pandemic hit, and I never heard back. And I probably wasn't going to get the job anyway. But it made me think, I don't need E-News. I don't need AfterBuzz TV. I don't need these companies to do my thing. So because of you guys and your support, you've showed me that we're just happy to be here on the channel. You guys are going to click. I mean, y'all watch this channel more than people watch Entertainment Tonight. On some days, I'm outperforming Entertainment Tonight. That's banana land. It's banana land. And I don't have to, I'm wearing gym shorts. So this is why I'm investing in you guys by saying I'm not giving up the bricks that we put on this wall we're building together. I'm not giving it up for anything. I mean, you'd have to give me like great, and it's not. And again, I'm not saying this as in this channel's making that much money, but it's enough to know not to give it up for somebody else to you know, whatever. You guys get the point. Build the equity in yourself. That's what you have to do. AfterBuzz TV, yeah, AfterBuzz TV wouldn't even. They were so mean to me back in the day that I've always used them kind of as a punching line. Ashley Barker says, never turn down the national anthem. And when Ashley Barker tells you not to turn down the national anthem, what do? You turn it up. You get it up there. Anyway, so let's see if we have any other voicemails. So I wanted to share with you guys this. And again, I can't share with you guys the real like deep news there. But the point is we got, and I'm telling you all this because you guys are like the core. You guys are like the foot soldiers here. We got the attention of the Hall of Fame people in the Bachelor community. So don't mix up words here. You understand what I'm saying, right? We got their attention. And it's not because of the flashy titles or the weird this. No, it's because y'all are loyal. You rise up. You meet me up there with that good energy. You're watching as you recover. So you're on pain meds in the recovery room. You're telling me about your stories. You're overcoming chemo. You guys are soldiers. And you're fighting it. And it's like beyond humbling. You're sticking around for 10-hour live streams. You're watching while you do frisbee golf. You got an oboe recital. You guys are all doing things and you still show up and you stick by me. And that's enough for YouTube. That's enough to show them, oh, this guy's got a loyal audience. YouTube is the greatest media platform in the world. And their algorithm in the last 3 months said, hey, when it comes to this slice of the pie, that guy's got an audience, push him to the front of the line. And that's exactly what they did. And it's not because of anything I'm doing. It's because you guys keep showing up, hanging out, commenting, and doing all this stuff. ABF says, is this live? This is live, baby. We are live. You can call right now, 401-213-9828. Soldiers in Dave's Army. That's right, Susan. You got the general there. Ash and Kirsten with a 5. Thank you so much. I love the Inside Baseball. Have a great week. Absolutely. And that's the truth. That's the truth with what's going on here is that, while, like I said, to wrap things up, the last week was slow, like very slow in the news cycle this last week. I have to be okay with that and understand when news comes and you guys are there. We're just gonna ride that train, and we're gonna keep having a good time. So ABF, you didn't realize this was live. You're like, is this live? Is he talking to me? Are you doing this live, or am I watching something? It's live. Welcome to the live. Shar Care says you and Tasha go on The Bachelor as a guest couple for an event. Hold on here. I think we're getting a phone call. Who's calling in? I'm not taking phone calls. Should I take a phone call? Should I just respond to them? Let's just respond to them.
Call from.
Hello, you're live on the air.
I just wanted to accept. Press 1.
Oh, hold on.
Send a voicemail. Press 2.
Hold on, you're live, baby. I'm putting you on the spot. This is Dave Neal. You just called into the voicemail, but I put you through. Who am I talking to?
Oh, no. I'm Amanda. I was just going to say, you deserve all the accolades that you get. You are such a wonderful personality, and you're always giving us a positive spin on everything, and that's why we love you.
Oh, Amanda, that's so kind.
Yeah, I mean it. It's just, we can tune in at any time, and whatever you're putting out, whatever take you have on things, it's positive, it's uplifting, it's dynamic. You show us all the viewpoints. You don't push us in any direction, and it's just great. It's just wonderful content. So thank you so much.
You're so kind. And Amanda, I really put you on the spot here because I always tell people that I let it go straight to voicemail. But because Tasha took my phone, so I'm operating it on the desktop now, so I'm able to hear when people are calling in. So I didn't even know I could answer that. Where are you calling from?
Sacramento.
Oh, Sacramento. You're right there with Dale and Clare.
I know. I keep trying to run into them. Like, I'll see pictures of, like, the coffee shop they're in, and I'll, like, drive by all creepers.
Oh, Amanda, we're going to need you to park there next time and get us a good photo. You're the official correspondent of Sacramento now.
I know, right?
No.
I was just going to say that when we talk about Katie, I was wondering if we could do something like look at her men and try and pick them apart and say which one would be the best for her, or which one would be the cutest, or which one we'd like the most. I'd just love to do something on her guys before and kind of rank them and see how wonderful they are for her.
Well, that's a great idea, and it's a great segue. I'm going to end this live stream showing the preview. Did you watch the promo that came out today?
Yes.
So one of the Instagrammers put together who's in the promo and talks a little bit about them. So if you hang out in the chat for the end of the live stream, let me know who you like, and we'll go through it right now.
Oh, I will. Thank you so much, Dave.
Well, thanks so much for calling in, and I know who to talk to next time I need some Dale and Clare info. So just, send us over whatever info you get, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Amanda in Sacramento there. How nice was that? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I put you on the spot there. But I saw that someone was calling. I figured we would actually pick it up. Let's go right into it. Let's do that. Let's go right into it. So what I was going to get into was, I don't know if you guys watched this. Hold on right here. Hold on a second, folks. I don't know if you guys watched the promo from earlier today. I'm not going to play it again. I'll tell you what. Let's play it real quick. Let's play the promo real quick. This is it right here. And then if anyone wants to be completely unspoiled, now's your chance to exit. But it's just going to be simple, like first couple episodes speculation. Like, oh, so-and-so came out of the box. That means he didn't get voted off the first day. Stuff like that. So that's what we're going to do. But let's first check this out. Oh, hold on. I've clearly got to learn how to turn off this audio. 1 second, folks. All right, maybe if I just So anyway, I won't even play the audio for this. You guys can go watch this. Basically, it's just a smash cut of all the guys being dudes. And then she's like, the drama, if you don't want to be here, get out. Bunch of guys crying, jump cut. That's how it works. If you don't want me at my best, you don't deserve me at my worst. That type of stuff. Absolutely. So that goes down. Let's get out of that. And then this Bachelor whatever on Instagram, a nice new Bachelor account pops up. And they've got here the spoilers, which is just from the first couple episodes. I don't think there's anything crazy in here, but they go through the promo and do the promo spoilers. So let's talk about that right now. If there's anybody that you like, leave a comment and let me know who you like, who you don't like. Let's keep it spoiler free. I don't think anyone has any real spoilers, but we keep it spoiler free as far as like the big spoilers. So spotted in this clip, Justin on the left and Michael A on the right. Limo entrance David. So this is David here. We'll have to be rooting on a fellow David, although I do prefer Dave's. But we got Justin on the left, Michael A on the right. So they've made it to a certain distance here. Limo entrance Christian, limo entrance Courtney. We know all of them. Courtney is a good-looking dude over here. Brendan. So this is where we start to get thoughts that these are people that make it past night one. Aaron made it past night, and she said past, but she meant past night one on some country group date. So these are the people that made it to the country group date, clearly doing some sort of like a hokey dokey, whatever there. Hunter shown 4 times made it past night one on the country group date with Aaron and Brendan. He will be in drama. So this guy is going to be in drama. He's in 4 different versions of he's in 4 different clips of the promo. So clearly he's going to be front and center with some of the drama there. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in a little bit better. And he's also, look at that, she even included this guy as one of the people crying. So he's clearly got his thing going on there. Let's go on to the next clip. Joshua and John made it past night one. They're also on the group date with Aaron, Brendan, and Hunter. So these are more guys that are on that country group date. Andrew S. made it past night one on a group date. It's really funny, too, because as we watch the show, they try their best to not spoil upcoming episodes, but they got to show some of the drama. So it's kind of understood that we're going to find out, obviously people made it a couple episodes in. I don't think it's really crazy to think most of these guys obviously make it 4 or 5 episodes in. The first 4 episodes, she's really just cutting the dead weight as you do. On the bottom left, Carl, Gabriel, and Greg. Starting from the top far left, Michael, Landon, Hunter, and Christian. Boy, this person's really doing the Lord's work. And then on the bottom, starting from the left, Justin, Michael, Thomas, Joshua, and Hunter. So Hunter is ugly crying there. But we don't even know what this is all about. Maybe he got a jalapeno in his eye. Like, we have no idea. Like Justin on the left here, he looks like he wasn't in the drama, but he witnessed the drama. I witnessed somebody freaking out face. We've all done that. You go to a store and there's an anti-masker getting yelled at by a cashier, and you're just like, that's what that face is. So anyway, let's see. There's a few more here. Cody brings a blow-up doll. How's that going to work out for you, Cody? Hey, maybe. Why not? That might be a perfect fit for her MJ. Connor B showed up in the cat's outfit. He's the cat's meow, the bee's knees, which he's a good-looking dude. We'll see how it goes there. And then Jeff showed up in the meth-making RV, so we'll see how Jeff does it. It's going to be hard to know. Greg made it past night one because they saw him in future edits there. Of course, Greg, a lot of people think he's going to do well. Trey made it past night one. But it's good info to have, but I don't think it spoils anything. Some men I'm thinking got eliminated night one. These guys might have gotten eliminated night one, but who knows? I don't know why they thought that. Maybe because maybe by process of elimination, these were guys that didn't make it to the group date. Who knows? Who knows? But that's all from Bachelor Whatever. So if you guys want to follow Bachelor Whatever, we're going to keep a close eye on what they're populating. Where's Perry says, no dark secrets this season. Yeah, nothing yet. The blow-up doll can go on a double date with their vibes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Get on that date. Vance Lehman says, oh, God, Cody reminds me of that guy from college. Blow-up dolls are not cool. Well, to each their own. I don't want to kink shame if someone likes the old, Macy's Day Parade blimp. Ash and Kirsten, weirdly, I like the cat guy best. This is Kirsten. Yeah, the cat guy. I mean, why not? There's Connor B right there, the cat guy. You know me. I let the show kind of play out. I don't really know what's going to happen. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But anyway, so that's kind of the in-depth look at the promo that they released today. I'm sure they'll be releasing some more promos, but this seems to be like the main teaser. A lot of people have said, "Oh, the earlier promos were kind of basic or this or that." It's like, look, you know what I mean? They just finished wrapping the season. They probably hire a separate production crew to put together the marketing material. That's going to be different from the people that are actually scripting the storylines. So it's kind of hard for them to put this all together. But they do it every season. It's just, it's whatever. It's whatever. ABF says, following Bachelor whatever now. Now I officially will never get any work done. Crafty Beach says, cat guy is fun. She will probably like him. Yeah, hopefully she declaws him. You got 50 burger from ABF. Oh, thank you so much. Let me go back. I'm sorry. ABF with a 50. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the note. You and Tasha are awesome. Thank you for all you do and for all the love. You two ooze. We love you. Well, listen, we obviously share all the positives, and we've been together for a long time, and we're just like any other couple. We're working through our communication and trying to understand each other, break it all down. But hoping I can share some more of her with you guys this year. Let's see what we have here. We just got a voicemail, I believe. Let's see if I can find this for you. Is this the new one?
Hey, first of all, love your show. I'm calling from New York City, and calling, of course, about the whole Rachel Matt thing. I think it's really interesting because I think up until...
Hold on a second. That's an old one. Hold on. Apologies, guys. That's an old one. That was from over a month ago. Here we go. This is a new one. This is from 4 minutes ago.
Dave, it's your boy Josh from Boston.
What up, Josh?
One of your soldiers, your loyal soldiers.
My man.
I just want to say, of course, you're getting the recognition because you curate a conversation so well. You have such a strong community, and you have a backbone. You really have such a conviction. That was revealed when you took a stand in the Colton Underwood situation. And I think that's also being shown here, as you won't let corporate money influence the content that you create. But when you do make it big, let's say one day, you do go ahead and accept an offer that you can't refuse. Just remember me, and remember you might be my connection to Piper. Love you, bro. Thanks for all that you do. Peace.
If there's nothing else I get out of life, it is to hook up our boy Josh in Boston with one Piper James. So I'm working on it, Josh. I got you. Thank you so much. Yeah. No. I mean, the fact that I've turned down corporate money, it just means they didn't pay me enough. Don't get me wrong. But I'll be transparent with you guys. I honestly don't think, corporations, they try to always skim so much off the top. So I honestly don't think there's ever going to be a scenario where the corporations will offer me something better than what you can get going straight to the source. I mean, that's just how it works. If you can build your fan base on your own with a newsletter and this and that, you're doing better off. We're going to get out of here in a minute. We've been doing a full 90. You guys have been just killer. But I did want to show you this. This is my MailChimp. I just wanted to show you guys the stats. You guys know only 1 week ago I accidentally deleted all my whole newsletter. Guys, I deleted the whole newsletter. I'm not kidding when I say this. I ate an edible. I was feeling a little good. I was about to go to bed, and I clicked the wrong button. And I'll tell you why. If you get over a couple thousand newsletter emails, they start charging you a lot of money to do a newsletter. And I was like, there's all these like people that were considered dead emails, and I was like, I wanted to hit the button that got rid of all the dead emails. That's what the goal was. But I accidentally hit the button that gets rid of all my emails. I'm talking 15 years of emails I've accrued over time building an audience. As it was going from like 2,000, 1,900, 1,700, 1,500, I was watching it because it doesn't delete all at once. It's just like slowly is just dumping doubloons right off this pirate ship. And I was able to export my list at 500 people. So 500 and like 50 or something was all I was able to get back, but it was the last 500. So it was mainly people that have been up to date on my YouTube channel that it saved. And then after promoting it last week, I was able to get another 150. So I got up to 699 recipients for the newsletter, which I sent out on Friday, which has an open rate of 46%, which actually is very high. So if you're on the newsletter and you didn't get my newsletter, check your spam. I try to make it so it's not spammy so people can actually read it. It's just me talking to you guys, and it's a whole lot of thank you. So Van Slama says, how do you get the newsletter? There's a link in the bio on my Instagram, and there's a link in the description of this video and every other video. It's all there. If you can't find it, just shoot me a message on my Instagram, but I will show you. Let's go to Piper here. I will show you, I think on my profile, if you click this link tree right here, very simple. You click the link on my profile, boom, newsletter. Canadians told me that I had to change a few things. So email, first name, last name, birthday. It's just to show that you're a human. Ash and Kirsten, 46% is good. Yeah, well, because it's all the recent people. So it's like my mom's not on this list. She wouldn't know how to open it. My mom's got so many emails. It's every time my mom forgets her password, she just creates a new identity. She's like, email it to this email. I'm like, how many emails? Mom, you got too many emails. So anyway, Plum's mom said, yes, it went in my promo folder on Gmail. Newsletter was so sweet. Loved it. Well, thank you so much, guys. And I'm going to try to do it weekly. If it's not going to be anything like super time consuming. So it'll just be like a shout out, something personal. And when I do have shows in your area and things like that, that's when I'll utilize it. I am planning and talking into existence a Bachelor themed stand-up tour. As I've mentioned, I've got Bachelor contestants, leads, people in the community that said they'd jump on. Since it's a live show, it shouldn't violate any of the contracts that they sign. So people should be allowed to come to the show, do Q&A. My goal is to have a small film crew there. I'll do a Q&A with the audience. We'll talk about fun things. It'll be a blast. More content that I can share with the people that can't make it to the live shows. I anticipate it being a very, very special thing. In the meantime, I'm going to need more than 699 email addresses. So my goal is to get this up to 10, 20,000. And as I continue building building the following on YouTube. So that's why I've just been working so hard to build the YouTube following. And then when the world opens back up, we'll sell out, we'll get these 99 seat theaters. And then from there, we'll get bigger venues and comedy clubs. Let me tell you something. When you have an audience that buys a ticket and they're ready to show up, and we're not talking anything crazy, we're talking like a $20 ticket. But when you have an audience that's coming to a place, you can find a theater. You can find the comedy venues. You can do whatever you want when you have that purchasing power. Van Slama says, the link on your YouTube channel for newsletter is broken. Thank you so much for letting me know that. I will check that out. I appreciate you letting me know. In the meantime, go to the link on my Instagram on that link tree because this one seems to be working. Again, that's right there. And you just click on it, and then it's got all the other things. I finally put a link tree together. Newsletter, obviously, you're on the YouTube channel, the vlog channel, the SAP, my podcast on iTunes, the Patreon, Instagram, Twitter. So it's got a little bit of everything there, all in one place. I think the open rate was so high because you had just deleted all emails and people resubscribed right before you sent it out. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I love. It's a selection of really loyal people, and that's all you guys. Toronto show, Jen, would be awesome. Speaking of Canada, let me make sure that we have, this is next host on The Bachelor. Let's see. Okay, let me play this last voicemail here while I prepare. Oh.
Hey, Dave, this is Shark here. So I'm thinking you need to be the next host on The Bachelor. I left a message on one of your shows last week, thought that you'd be fantastic. So many people agree. Maybe you should go on there with Tasha and do some kind of live couple event type thing where you can sit and give them your opinion and then, make the big bucks. And just remember, I'm the therapist that you want on there, so don't forget me. Share Care, Oklahoma.
Share Care in Oklahoma. Let me tell you something. Oklahoma would be a fantastic place to go do live stand-up. Oh my gosh, can you guys laugh in Oklahoma? Get a whole little Dust Bowl special for you guys. Absolutely. As far as hosting goes, I don't know. I don't think I would get much creative fulfillment being a host of The Bachelor. Obviously, they're not going to have me in the first place. But I mean, I am not respected within the Bachelor community. I mean, you know, they like people with the blue check marks and people that have been on the show. I'm blue collar as it comes, folks. I'm with you guys. I'm just a fan of the show here. Did you know your address comes up after you subscribe? ABF, yes. So here's the deal. It's my old I put in my old address because there's a law that the newsletter has to have an address, which it's something they passed. So I put in my old address, just being like, all right, well, I got to put in some address. That way I'll put that in, but I got to I have to get the P.O. box. It's such a ripoff. It's like $80 a month. You know what I mean? And I don't, anyway, so yes, but I appreciate the heads up. I accidentally blasted my old address out when I had my old newsletter, and Tasha was like, maybe don't do that. And I was like, no, I'm definitely trying not to. Even if you delete it from the newsletter, whenever you send it, it shows up. There's some law about that. You know, I'm sure some people that know marketing understand it better than I do. Kyla says, guest host and be the MC for one of their cheesy events. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever they want. Anyway, I need to sign up. I have a ton of friends that would love to go to your Bachelor comedy tour in New Hampshire, Boston, or Providence. Oh, Sarah, absolutely. Well, I'll be in Providence, in Boston, sooner than later, because that's where I go back and all my family is. So I will be there. And don't forget, Oz is the main man moderator here. So give him some love. This is his PayPal. For everyone who's donated, definitely share the wealth with Oz. He works hard to keep the trolls out. I know last live stream we had a whole ton of them. Sometimes they show up. I think it's because they're on. I feel like, you know, like you make a video saying you got vaccinated, or you make a political thing. Whenever you make something that you take a stance, these you get put on a list, and then these trolls come out of nowhere. They are not fans. ShareCare says, I'm such a nut. I was so nervous, never called in anywhere before. Well, don't be nervous. I'm just one of your buddies. Sarah Wink says, I'm sure there are other cheaper newsletter sites. Well, you know what's crazy? So after MailChimp, who I use, MailChimp, after I used them, that's not the one, I had to create a new list. And because I created a new list, I could only get, the point is they wanted to charge me $300 a month. It's crazy. When you only have one list, you get up to 2,000 emails. No one cares about this. The point is, if anyone knows of a good, because I'm not trying to sell anything on it. Like, I'm not doing anything like some crazy form of marketing. I'm just trying to stay connected. So if anyone knows any kind of simple, bare bones newsletter group, let me know. But until I hit 2,000 subscribers, until I hit 2,000 on the newsletter, I'm just gonna keep it at MailChimp because it's free now. But I did have to pay a little bit to fix the problem that I had. But yeah, because how it works with it's you know, it's not worth me getting into, but just when you look at the tiers for MailChimp, it goes from like $15 a month, but that only gets you 500 people, and then all of a sudden it's like $50 a month, that gets you 1,000, and then the next level is $300 a month, and I'm like, okay, maybe $300 a month is worth it for people that actually have like you know, maybe $300 a month is worth it for people that like are making a lot of money based on their newsletter. But I'm like, that's not what I'm doing. So, I mean, I could just like not do that. Yeah, it's just now, I was like, I can imagine every newsletter I send out costs me $300. I was like, let's not do that, but I will, but that's just, you know, and they don't budge on those prices. And I don't think they really offer too much for what I need, but, anyway, yeah, that's that. See where the tiers are. Yeah, it almost sounds like I'm making that number up, but it's actually true. Mailer Lite is popular. Oh, good to know. Good to know, Mailer Lite. Let's see the monthly plans here. I know this is like inside baseball for people, but you'll see how kind of wild it is. Wild it is. So when you have a, you know, this, so I downgraded to free, but this is it. This is insane, right? Hopefully I'm not sharing any billing info. So, all right, so what did they charge me? They charged me $5 the other day. I guess I shouldn't show this. Just because I had to downgrade to the free amount. But I'll just for fun, I'll show you this plan. And I was like, did this edible just kick in, or is this like crazy? So I was on the free plan, but because I deleted people, I had to create a new plan. Because once you delete your contacts, you can't re-add them. You have to get a new like chain of newsletters. So I had to get whatever. So I had to go to the $10 a month plan, but that's only 500 contacts, which means I had to pay an extra $5 to get that sent out. But then look at this, the $15 a month plan, 500 contacts still. It's like, what are we doing? So then all of a sudden, look at that, $300 a month. It's like, I was like, I will walk to your house, knock on your door, and say hello before I spend $300 a month. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys that because it's ridiculous. But the point is, I downgraded to the free plan. I was able to, I had to delete my old newsletter to the one, all of this because I ate an edible and tried to save a couple bucks. That's how it works, folks. But anyways, I am going to let you guys go. Let me play some music before I get out of here. I think we got all the voicemails. Oh, Tasha's home. Tasha, you home? Nice. All right, I'm just getting off the live. All right, everyone's saying hi to Tasha here. But I'm going to sign off the live. Tasha got her phone fixed. Hold on one second. Let me get some tunes so I can sign out. Thank you guys for all the nice donations. You guys were all great. ABF says, who's your website host? I'll have to look into all that. I think I use GoDaddy, but honestly, I don't know. I'll have to check that all out. But yeah, it's insane. But now I'm back to the free amount, and I think for at least the next couple months, I won't have to go to the next level. How's it going? You want to wave to everyone? Oh, wave to everyone. Tasha's on the phone. Alrighty. So yeah, don't forget, give Oz that love. He'll post his link in the comment section. Moderator, the sheriff, and I think I got everyone. Make sure I got all the comments. Don't take a stance on anything Tiffany says, if you don't take a stance on anything, you're criticized for your lack of conviction. Content creators can't win. When you can't please everyone, the best thing is being true to yourself. Amen to that. Be true to yourself, people. I think I'm back to the bottom here. Well, anyway, you guys all have a great night. I got to go to the store and buy some cold cuts. Real busy evening for me. Let's get a good song to end on. These jams are just lame. What's this one? I don't know. All right, I'll let you guys go. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of you. So many kind words, so many nice voicemails. Thank you, Amanda in Sacramento, for calling in. I know you didn't intend to, but I took that call anyway. Everyone go give Tasha some love on her Instagram at Tasha Courtney if you want to check out all the home renovations and all that. The vlog channel, the mailing list, all that jazz. Appreciate all of you guys. Be well out there. Thanks for thanks for your investment of your time. I appreciate all of you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.